have to be like above reproach on everything.
You have to be anti-dick.
That's like literally what you said when we went live.
I did?
That's like the first
Oh my God. Really?
You're just like,
That's
you
the
can't
first
be a
thing that I
dick.
said. You can't be a dick. You have to be anti-dick.
You have to be anti-dick, you guys.
Well,
we'll get to that in just a
listen,
moment.
I didn't think we were live. I'm sorry.
I sprung it on you. I just sprung it right on you.
Just right there. It was right in my face.
Okay, so slight correction, because somebody called and left a voicemail, was very upset. That when we talk about My Pillow, the great people at My Pillow, and we love everything at My Pillow, you guys,
Everything.
and you should too. But apparently, we were not specific enough about the buy one get one free offer.
Oh.
It is on sets of sheets and towels.
Right.
So, like, if you get a 6-piece towel set, you'll get another 6-piece towel set for free.
Right.
The same goes for for sheets. You can't just buy like a pillowcase.
Yeah, it's kind of like if I go to the plastic surgeon, I can't just get one boob and get another boob. I have to get a set of boobs,
Right.
And then
And then
Mop
I
gets
would get
a
a
set of boobs.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
how
That's
would
how
work
that works.
there. Right.
So, and I'm sorry if I made somebody feel like I will get, if I buy a hand towel, I will
Right.
get another hand. I'm sorry, that's
we-
my bad.
We may have both said it, and I hope
just
that
weren't specific.
We feel like we should have been clear. We should have used the boob analogy much earlier.
Yes.
Right.
We should have, and I'm positive that the people at My Pillow are really glad that that's what we're comparing it to.
Totally, to breasts. It's like it's there's nothing like comparing sheets and towels to breasts.
Right.
Right.
So anyway, the buy one get one offer is for sets of sheets and
Sets.
towels. And they're amazing, as I think we've made very, very clear. Call them 800-875-0513. Use code CHICKS. That's CHICKS.
And also, nobody wants one boob.
Right. And nobody
Everybody-
wants one hand towel. Get
No.
a set.
Exactly. Get a
You
set.
gotta get the set.
Get a set. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Get a set.
Now, also, if you don't want to call, you can just go straight online to mypillow.com and use code CHICKS right there. But do it because all of their stuff is amazing.
Right.
We got a belated Valentine's card.
We did.
We did from Amanda Van Denton from Texas. And here is the front of it. It's Donald Trump, and he says, "Be my Valentine."
Oh my
See
God,
that?
I love it.
And then
I love
on the
he's like-
inside, I'm gonna have to be careful with how I say this so we don't get banned from Facebook.
Oh,
it
yes.
well, I'm just gonna show it. It says, "I'll steal your heart like they Olin stay the action away."
Yes. I see what you did there in pig Latin.
And Amanda wrote, "Thank you for bringing me joy and laughter every morning and being the voice against the corruption, hatred, and anti-American rhetoric in our country. Love your perspective. Keep up the good fight." Very, very sweet. Thank you so much. And we also got a letter from Kristen Mass. It's Maass, so it's Mass.
Mass. Kind of like
Chicks, right. She said, "Dear awesome chicks, exclamation points."
oh my God, so many of them.
And then she said, "OMG." My friend told me about the Mock and Daisy show during 2020, and I totally fell in love with you both. You say all the things
That's
that
so
I am
sweet.
also thinking. I seriously cannot believe that anyone thinks our new president is doing a good job. I pray for our country every day. Thank you for speaking your mind. It is fun seeing how excited you get when you receive fun stuff in the mail. My 16-year-old daughter, Olivia, is super creative, and so I had her make personalized keychains for you both. Right now, she makes them for family and friends. She's also selling customized pet shops and on eBay. And the account, if you're interested in checking it out, it's ebay.com/USR/Scott or Kristen with an EN. You both deserve some pampering, so I included some samples of my favorite Mary Kay products for you. And then she talked about those products. So we each got like this cute little gift bag full of little samples.
Thank you so much.
And-
I love that stuff. Thank you. And
Look
also,
at I haven't opened yours, but the keychain looks like this, and it's got like
What is it?
It's a keychain that
Oh
her daughter
my
made.
gosh, that's so sweet.
Isn't that cute?
And mine says Daisy on it.
I haven't opened your package, so I don't know, but I'm assuming that's what it looks like.
I cannot wait to see it.
Isn't that sweet?
Hey, before I forget, Bobby sent us a super sticker.
Oh my God, I don't see it. Why don't I see it?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to stop you really quick. Thank you, Bobby.
You have to say the things because I didn't see it.
I quickly wanted to say it. Well, we were thinking we're being so thankful, and I just wanted to throw out some more thanks to Bobby. So thank you, Bobby.
That is so nice. People on Facebook were saying, "What the heck is a super sticker?" It's a YouTube thing, you guys. So if you're watching live via YouTube, it's a way that people can donate to us on YouTube, but it's like a YouTube exclusive thing. So I know people are always like, "What the heck is that?" And that's what that is. So anyway, thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen,
for the gift bag.
So sweet.
So sweet. Okay, you guys, we have got to get into this Ted Cruz story. Oh my God.
Are we going to talk about that first before we talk about the email we got about Rob?
Oh, I don't know. What should we do first?
I think we should get the Rob thing out of the way, and then we're going to talk about the Ted Cruz thing. Let's just get the Rob thing quickly out of the way, okay?
Okay.
I mean, you emailed me yesterday, and you were like, "Look at this crap." Just quickly. Because he said that there was somebody else that complained about it, and they're not listening to us anymore. So I feel like this is probably a prevalent issue that we need to discuss with our peeps
and make sure that people know what's what.
Right.
Yeah. So remember yesterday, if you were watching yesterday, you probably saw, as sometimes happens, it might even happen in the next several minutes.
Right.
Producer Rob, and now my radio co-host Rob, will probably come in at some point. He usually arrives sometime during our live show. And he comes in and he flirts with Amy Jo.
Sometimes he does that. He flirts with anything with a pulse, you guys. That's what he does. Right. That's who Rob is. Rob is and really, to be honest with you, it's okay. I was going to say it's a giant shtick, but it's really not. He actually is a giant perv. He's just a perv. That's who he is. We worked with him for 4 years, probably almost 4 years.
He was our producer, yeah.
He was our producer, and that's who he is. That's just his part of his persona. And Mock and I are just like, that's endearing. Whatever. They're there, little perv.
I mean, it's hilarious. It's part of the banter that we've always had.
Right.
And it's never been.
Kim, thank you for the super sticker, Kim.
I am not seeing any stickers. This is very frustrating.
Well,
I don't see them.
I don't know what to tell you. You got to figure that. We got to figure out why you're not seeing them.
I don't see them. But
Anyways,
thank you so much for those of you who've sent them.
So Rob is a dude, and this is what he does. He is like a chauvinist kind of dude. That's what he is. Like we don't have a problem with chauvinists. He's just kind of a chauvinist. That's what he is. Am I wrong in saying that?
Totally not. I welcome it. I am the person who loved it when my former CFO at a different company would play pranks on me and put gay porn on my computer while I was at lunch. I thought it was hilarious, you guys, because it was all in good fun. That's my sense of humor.
Nobody can do that stuff anymore because people get really upset and then they sue. We're just not litigious people, Mock and I, and we're just like, whatever, we just handle it. We handle it.
Yeah.
And so if Rob gets out of hand, I tell him to shut the you-know-what up, and I handle it, and I tell him I'm going to punch you in the face if we handle it.
Right. But we also know it's all in good fun. There's nothing to really handle because he doesn't mean anything by it. He is kidding.
Precisely.
Anyway, so
that's
yesterday he came in and he did the thing, and he will have you point at him, or he'll have you wink at him, or he'll tell you you're super hot. Right. So this is what he does, right? So yesterday when he did that, I cannot believe this. We get this email, and it comes to you and me, our email, and it's from this guy who is horrified by the fact that my husband would flirt with you in front of me in such a disrespectful way. And that I would just sit there and be submissive and take it.
Right. First of all, the submissive part is hysterical. Ask our husbands. Right. Second of all, that's not her husband.
That's the big issue, right?
It's not, like Rob would ever be her husband. That alone.
Well, wait a minute. I don't like how you said that. I would ever be his wife.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You would pick him, is what I'm trying to say.
First of all, he's 16 years younger than me.
Well, listen, not that would be a stretch for you, but but you wouldn't pick Rob. You know?
He would not be my choice.
He's not. I don't think he's your type. Yeah, I just don't think he's your type.
No.
Yeah.
So here's some stuff that this guy wrote, okay? Because he was mad. This email went on forever. It was like the longest email ever. And we read it on the air yesterday, and Rob did it in his like hate email voice, and we had the like music playing in the background and all of that stuff. But I'll just give you some highlights. So one of the things he said is, as a Christian conservative, I absolutely abhor the values he brings to your program. And he means this program,
He's
right?
not,
The one that we're in right now.
He's not on the program.
He's not on the program. I know.
Yeah.
He's on like what, 20 seconds, maybe twice a week?
Not even that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he said, the fact that he is hitting on a married woman in front of his wife does not represent the kind of values of a person I want to hear from or follow. Your relationship, and now he's talking about me and my husband, Rob. He's saying, your relationship is the epitome of what the left thinks a conservative relationship should look like. A disrespectful man and a submissive woman letting him get away with it.
Right.
Yes, I do realize it's in good humor and fun, or is it? And then he says, and this is towards you, this is how affairs start. Not that would happen in this instance, but it's the example you're setting for your viewers and anyone who observes this. He went on to say how all the ways that Rob, my husband Rob, does not respect me, and how he doesn't respect you because this is your show too, and how dare he hit on you in the middle of your show.
And that's the moment in the email where I actually vomited into my mouth. Yeah.
And then he said, my friend who turned me on to your program has already left the viewership some time ago for the same reason, because she was so frustrated that a man would be so disrespectful of his wife. So she quit tuning in. And I'm just like, what in the... I'm not married to Rob, you guys. Can we just like make that a huge note?
Just FYI, she's not married to Rob.
I am not in any
We have
way.
Actual husbands that we're married to that are not Rob. They're not Rob. Right.
I mean... I told my husband this story, and he was like absolutely mind blown. So you guys, I wrote this guy back, and I was like, are you for real? Because he's not my husband. And I said, he's my radio co-host. This is the most insane overreaction to anything like ever. And I said, Rob was our radio producer when Daisy and I did radio together. It's all ridiculous, fun, harmless banter that the three of us enjoyed for the past 4 years. And he kept writing me, and he was like, it's not acceptable, and I do have a sense of humor, but it's really unfortunate that he's such a perv, and I just can't watch you because of my Christian conservatism.
Yes. You know what? Methinks doth protest too much.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, we should talk about Ted Cruz.
Yes. So you guys. Oh my God. Okay. So yesterday, the news came out that Ted Cruz was going to Cancun with his family, and I was like, okay, I don't care. Let him go to Cancun with his family. I don't give a crap. There's nothing he can do for Texas right now. Literally nothing. Like, he's a senator from Texas. I get it.
Right.
But what's he supposed to do? If he has the means and the way to get out, then
he could pass out those little like hand warmers, you know, those things that you put in your gloves to keep your hands warm. He could pass out hot hands and like, you know, he could do that. He could do those sorts of things for optics to make him look like he's helping. He could do, you know, that's what senators do, and then kiss babies and whatnot. You know,
right? He did not do that.
Okay.
And so by the time he landed in Cancun, the hullabaloo, the outrage was like, you know, DEFCON 12. And so he gets off the plane, presumably, and sees what's going on. He releases a statement that says, oh, well, you know, my daughters, we've been suffering because there's no power. They don't have school this week, and they've been begging and begging and begging to just, can we please leave? And so trying to be a good dad, I thought, well, I'll accompany my family to Cancun and then just fly straight home. And so I'm coming back this afternoon. You know, it's no big deal. I'm coming back. I just wanted to make sure they got here safely. Well, people were calling BS on that on account of the fact that he had a big giant suitcase for himself. And so, and on account of the fact that they were able to dig out the details of his return flight. Now, how they were able to do that, I don't know, but they were.
Well, they do that because they always do investigative journalism on conservatives, but they never seem to be able to do that on liberals. It's so weird.
It's so weird.
So weird how they do that.
So he comes home and discovers, of course, camera crews are at the airport to welcome him. There are protesters in front of his house. When he sees the hullabaloo at his house, he apologizes and admits that the original plan was to stay through Saturday. He said during the apology that all the way to Cancun, he thought, this is really bad and I shouldn't be doing this. And so, you know what, I'm just going to come home and I'm going to apologize because this was the wrong thing to do. So he apologized at that point and again said, it's because of my daughters. They were just so desperate to get out. My daughters, blah. Thank
So
you,
all about the
Kiwi1969 for the super sticker. I do see that one.
Oh, I see it. Okay,
I see that one.
Thank you. I see. So then it became like the focus became on the daughters. That's why he went. So this is the next narrative.
That's
okay.
the next
All right.
narrative. But
Okay.
he's apologized, and I think he probably thought, I'm going to be okay now because I've done the right thing and I'm back and I've apologized. I've owned this and we're going to move on. Well, it didn't end there. Because then what happened is that Heidi, his wife, is apparently on a text chain with all the other wives on the same street. And in fact, the name of the group on their text chain is whatever their street name is plus Lovelies. So if they live on Main Street, it's like Main Street Lovelies, and there's like 10 women on this chain. Somebody in that group released the copies of their texts to the New York Times. Like, what a huge biatch, right?
What a total sea beast. Listen,
Oh my God.
let that be a lesson to you, ladies. This is why I trust like 2 girls.
Right?
Like 2 of my women friends I trust because the women, seriously.
The worst thing ever.
What is wrong with you? Like that woman.
Unbelievable.
Somebody needs to do investigative journalism on that, on who that sea beast is. Because if I were one of the women in that group, I'd be like, who did that?
Yeah. I mean, Heidi can never trust any of them again, ever. So, I mean, it's Janaya Vlogs. Thank you very much for that super sticker. So the text, you guys, so here's like the exchange, like I have the exchange, right? So the exchange, Heidi says, we're down at, and then it's redacted, and their power just went out now last night. Is everybody warm? That's a must. We could all huddle in one house. Does anyone want to leave for the week? We may go to Cancun. There's a direct flight at 4:45 and hotels with capacity. Seriously, we just need a COVID test to come back, which we'll take there. And so she's asking, and then she ends up giving the flight information specifically, like even the hotel cost. So there's like a text, you can probably see that at the top there, where she says, here's the flight information. We're staying at the Ritz-Carlton. It's $309 a night plus tax, whatever. So there's other women in the group who are like, no, I can't go. I've got to take care of my mother-in-law or whatever. But the fact is, somebody gave that to the New York Times, which is super shitty, right? Super shitty.
It's just beyond that. Like, these women are gross. Because, listen, it's one thing. It's also crappy that Ted Cruz felt like he had to lie. That's one thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that at all. Like, because at this point, I don't know why. Just don't lie. Just say what you're doing. Lie. Because what happens is, and this is a lesson too of all of this. I really like Ted Cruz. I think he's brilliant. And I don't know anything about him personally. I don't know the guy personally. But from a political standpoint and from the fact that he's just brilliant, I like him. And so, this kind of stuff, everybody's hyper-focused. I say everybody. The journalists out there, people in the media are hyper-focused on conservatives. And you told me before we went on the air that the coverage of this, obviously, it's like people in the media are spending 5 times more on this than they are on
Cuomo, who killed people, who like legit killed people.
Right. So, I look at that and I'm like, okay, well, you think that people on the right would know by now that they're going to be hyper-focused on you. So just don't lie. Because at this point, you know that lies always come out. I mean, look at Cuomo. It took a while, but the lies always come to the surface. I mean, it's like that. Lies always have the last word, y'all. They do. Mm-hmm. And lies always come out, and people always find out about your bull crap. So just don't lie, because once you get into the spiral of lies, it's like it becomes really hard to figure out, what lie did I say? And like, just tell the truth.
Right. Thank you, Rex Housley, for the super sticker. We see you.
So I really wish... Thank you.
There's more. There's more to the story.
I just can't believe that. Yeah.
I know. It's ridiculous. And so, Heidi obviously has to cut off all relationships with everybody in that group because, wow.
Sucks. And on her
really
street.
Does suck. Yeah, and on her street. And people that she probably thought were her friends. I mean,
Right.
this is like unbelievable. So then the problem becomes that in addition to these texts being released, once that happens, then parents of children who attend the same school as the Cruz's girls, which is a private school that was off this week, parents then were like, wait a minute, the school policy says that kids can't return to school for 7 days after they get through with international travel. And so what? Were the Cruzes just going to come back and throw their girls right back into school on Monday? Because that's a bunch of BS. And then they're like sending the school policies to the New York Times. They're furious. So that's a whole other thing. And now reporters who decided to drive by Ted Cruz's house took pictures of their little dog, Snowflake, standing in the glass doorway alone in the house. And so they left their dog at home, and they have, 24-hour security guard that like sleeps in his car outside. And somebody that was driving by to take the picture was stopped by that security guard, and the security guard was like, confirmed, yes, I'm security. They asked, who's taking care of that dog? The security said, I am. So the guy's not staying in the house, but he's allowed to go in the house to feed the dog, to let the dog out. So the dog is, getting like the minimal basic amount of attention, but that's it. So people are also mad that they left their dog alone.
I don't know. That would be kind of awesome, though, to have like a 24-hour security guard to watch my dogs if I wanted to go on vacation.
Right? Oh my God, it would be amazing.
Not gonna lie. And actually, you know what? My dogs would probably be like, "That's cool."
But I would have them live in my house. I'd be like, stay in my house with the dog.
Right. Like
not
come
outside in your car.
Like come in and sleep. Yeah, come
Right,
in and sleep.
exactly.
That would be kind of awesome. But I mean, listen, they're going to do whatever they can to make him look like a complete monster.
Totally.
So, I mean, I don't trust anything that the media says at this point. But I also don't like it that Ted Cruz felt like he had to lie about this.
This would have been so much better if he would have gone, stayed, and then
Right.
come back and said, listen, I took a vacation. I'm not going to apologize for it.
Right. I took a vacation. Everybody can suck it.
Right.
I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you an apology. I don't owe you jack squat.
And there wasn't anything I can do other
Right.
than like things that might have optically looked really good. Like Beto, of course, is all, I'm in phone banks figuring out who needs food and supplies. And so
Right.
that's what, you can do that from anywhere. You can be
Yeah.
on the phone from anywhere.
I'm in phone banks figuring out who has AR-15s in their house. I got to figure that out, you guys.
I mean, the whole thing is he's made it worse is the problem. He should have gone. He shouldn't have apologized. And now the fact that he lied and then now he's backtracking and now apologizing and now it's just all, it's
Right.
made everything a million times worse. And
It
so did her
has.
bitchy ass friends who, gave all of her texts away.
Yeah.
I just cannot believe those women. I cannot believe it.
I can. Women are awful.
God.
Women are
just
vicious and mean and terrible and two-faced. Sorry.
For
but
real.
Sorry, not sorry. That's what they are.
Except for Dolly Parton.
Except for her.
Dolly Parton is a perfect human. She's perfect. So here's what she did yesterday. She apparently, the Tennessee legislature first of all, the Tennessee legislature is very, very busy dealing with demands to take down Confederate statues, right? Because we're still doing this, apparently. Can't have any history up. Can't have that.
No.
So can't have any racism. So in their efforts to take down offensive statues, they have been considering legislation, or there's a bill that was on the table to erect a statue of Dolly Parton on the Capitol grounds. This would have replaced some other super offensive statue. And so she said, no. She wrote a statement saying, thank you. I am honored and humbled, but I'm asking you to remove this bill from any and all consideration. And then this is what she said. Given all that is going on in the world, I don't
Right.
think putting me on a pedestal is appropriate at this time. I hope, though, somewhere down the road, several years from now, or perhaps after I'm gone, if you still feel I deserve it, then I'm certain I will stand proud in our great state capital as a grateful Tennessean. In the meantime, I'll continue to try to do good work to make this great state proud.
I love it. I love her. She's a class act. Class act. And the humility and she's so humble, and I love her. I love everything about her. She's the queen. All hail. All hail.
Hail.
All hail, Queen Dolly.
What a lesson. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And frankly, listen, I'm just going to say it because he's the first person I thought of. Donald Trump would never do that. Donald Trump would be crapping himself with glee over the fact that somebody wanted to put up a statue of him. Let's be real about this, okay?
I totally hear you.
And most politicians would. It's not even just Trump.
Like, not just most, all politicians would.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single politician that would say what she just said. I can't think of a single one. Can you think of a single one?
I really can't. I mean, that's why she's so amazing.
Imagine Pelosi saying that. There are so many
She'd
things
be like,
going
can you
on.
make sure my ice cream is captured?
Right.
Can I hold the ice cream?
This is my best side. It has the most Botox in it.
Can you make sure my eyebrows are about right here?
Yeah, they need to be
On
up
the statue.
here. Because
Way
I
up here.
just went to my surgeon in San Fran, and they're up here. God, I can't.
I mean, can you just... wow.
Right. Speaking of women on your street that are the worst, Pelosi.
Yeah. The worst. Well, she's never even there, right? She's
No, I mean,
probably
she
never
doesn't
even
live
there.
on a street with the riffraff. I'm sorry.
No,
She has a big gate
state.
around her house. She has a wall around her house, you guys. A wall.
Because they work. They work
do.
around her house and the Capitol. So
That's right.
FYI.
Walls work.
Speaking of Cuomo, you guys, the shit is hitting the fan with Cuomo right now, and it's glorious. So Ron Kim, who is a Democrat state representative, he is now speaking out about the phone call that he got from Cuomo while he was giving his kids a bath.
Can you believe
And he's
that?
freaking getting the mobster king
I
calling
know.
him, threatening him, saying, you better put out a statement or I'm going to say terrible things about you. I mean, Cuomo is a piece of garbage.
He is, and he's like, my wife and kids are traumatized by this. It's like, and you can tell he's traumatized by it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
he's
just-
scared. He's like, if I commit suicide soon, I didn't commit suicide.
I mean, it's something out of like a mob movie. It's like, geez, Cuomo, get a grip, man. Like, he wasn't going to say, like, people aren't going to say anything, you piece of crap. My God. And
It's
you're not
amazing.
I mean, you're not Goodfellas. That's not what
But
this
he
is.
He's such a total mobster. I mean, and I cannot believe that he is threatening his state legislature. He is the one in the wrong here.
I
And
know.
If there are no consequences, I'm going to lose my crap.
There
seriously.
won't be. He thinks that he's such a tough guy with his like nipple rings coming at people, guns blazing.
His nipple barbells.
Right. He's like, look at I've been lifting weights with these. I mean, he thinks he's so tough. And that's the thing. I saw a video the other day that was like Kelly Ripa, on and Ryan Seacrest just fawning all over him. I mean, all these celebrities, you got a freaking Emmy. It's like all these celebrities have been fawning all over
Oh,
him.
yes, I did see that.
Right.
Yes.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus and all these celebrities who have just been like, oh, he's so great. I mean, he's just so wonderful. Cuomo. And they all just thought he was just the greatest thing ever. And it's funny how all of them are just freaking silent right now. Just silent.
Or they're still praising him and they're ripping on Ted Cruz.
Unbelievable.
Because Ted Cruz was going to go to Cancun. Oh my God. Andrew Cuomo actually is responsible for many, 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 many deaths.
Yeah, for deaths.
Which one is worse here, you guys?
Gee, I don't know.
Thank you, Hassan Patwa, for the super sticker. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyway, there's some stuff that's going to go down, though. Because, now the investigations are aplenty. I mean, people are really trying to go after Cuomo now.
Yeah,
so-
Cuomo should go to jail. I mean,
Yeah,
they
he
called
should.
they called for Trump to go to jail. Why isn't Cuomo in jail right now? Why? And the man gave himself a raise. Remember?
Oh my God. What was it? It was like 25 grand, right?
Yeah. I thought was it 25 grand?
I can't remember.
don't. All I know is just too much. He makes too much money anyway. And he's still making money. He's still like siphoning money off of New Yorkers thinking that he's like the shiz. It's the man is, and then he's threatening people. How dare he?
I know.
I cannot believe they haven't run that guy out of the state. I just can't believe
It's so funny because de Blasio now, too, is, of course, using this to his advantage. And he's like, well, I mean, I hate to say it, but this is just typical Andrew Cuomo. And he's, he's a bully and he's known for his bullying. And I'm like, shut up, de Blasio. You got your own set of issues. Don't try to
Right.
jump on this train because it's not going to
Right.
help you. I mean,
Yeah.
no, don't do that.
Unbelievable.
Also, Dan Bongino has nodules on his lungs.
No, he doesn't.
I know.
No.
I can't take it.
When did you
Because
hear
he had
that? When?
just yesterday. I think he told Hannity
Oh,
because he had rung the bell after his treatment and everything was good. And now that he's had another scan, oh God. I mean, I just can't. I'm hoping that they're just nodules. I have them. I have lung nodules. You remember when I went through that whole scare?
I do.
I have them. And so a lot of people have them, and it doesn't mean bad things necessarily.
No, you're absolutely right. You're so right.
I just
because
hope
sometimes you can
that's
get
what
them
they
like when you
are.
get pneumonia and stuff like you got yours because you had pneumonia.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like. Maybe it is just a fluky weird. You just have nodules. So what?
Yeah, I hope that that's all it is. I am so upset about that. It's just awful.
God, because I just love him.
I know.
Like I just cannot. No.
I know. Mm-hmm. We're just gonna think positive, right? We're gonna think
pray.
positive and pray.
And pray. You know, I totally believe in the power of prayer. Y'all, we got a kid that is on my daughter's swim team that has had Ewing sarcoma, and his prognosis was awful. I mean, it wasn't good at all. And he is around. He is doing
amazing.
Great things. This kid is he's unbelievable. He has defied all the odds. And you know what? I truly believe that the reason he's done it is because of prayer. It's the power of prayer. This community has rallied around this kid, and it's unbelievable how much he has defied. He wasn't supposed to be here, and he's here, and he still works with other kids on the swim team. He's just, and he's so positive. I think that has so much to do with it. So,
well, if anybody's tough enough to beat lung nodules, it is freaking Dan Bongino. That guy's a badass.
That's right.
So, by the way, it is confirmed. Australia, our followers in Australia cannot see our Facebook page. Well, I got an email this morning from someone saying, "Have you guys been shut down? All I see is a blank page. And is it because of Facebook, or is it because I'm in Australia?" And I was like, "Oh,
you're in Australia.
You're in Australia.
I can't believe this. I mean, we're not news."
I don't know. Facebook's got us classified that way, though, man. They think Chicks on the Right is clearly unbiased journalism.
Right. Okay.
I mean, what in the world?
God, they are so dumb.
So dumb. So freaking dumb.
God, get it together, Zuck. And
I should probably go and learn things and make sure that my husband is okay.
With your hair, Zuck. With your hair.
Oh my God, what is that?
No, I know his hair. It's like it's disturbing. I hope everybody's going to have a fantastic weekend. I plan on doing a lot of work around the house, and I just want to sleep a little bit. I just need to sleep this weekend. I don't know about you guys.
I have to clean. It's cleaning weekend.
Really? You are going to clean? Are you okay?
Every 2 weeks, man, we do like a good clean. Once a week we do sort of a haphazard clean, but like every 2 weeks we do like a real clean.
God, that sounds
and it's time.
So not like you.
It's not like me. I don't like it.
You guys,
I don't like it.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Oh, that felt so good.
Yeah, that actually did feel really good.
Didn't it feel really good? Really good. You guys, is there anything we need to tell everybody before we get off the air? Is there anything that we need to...
Okay, so I fixed the thing that I said about the pillows. What else was there to say?
Is there anything else?
Just I guess we should remind people, if you're not in the Insiders group and you want to be in the Insiders group, look for Chicks on the Right Insiders on Facebook.
Are we doing anything this weekend with Insiders or no? That's probably next weekend.
It'll be next weekend.
Next weekend we're going to be doing stuff with Insiders. Yeah.
And they're doing a Zoom call, I think on Mondays.
Together?
Yeah,
they're doing by themselves.
Yeah, I put an announcement thing because Morgan, I think it was, sent me an email saying, "Can you pin this to the top of the page?" So they're getting together to do some things. One of these days, you and I are going to join their meeting.
We're going to crash it.
Yeah, we're going to crash.
We're totally going to crash it.
It probably won't be this Monday, but it will happen.
We're going to come in we're going to come in on a wrecking ball is what we're going to do.
And Daisy's going to be topless. So I mean, you definitely should join the Insiders.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see.
I'm almost positive that you're wrong about that.
Okay.
Anyway, so we'll be back on Monday.
That Christian conservative who wrote us, he doesn't want to see that. I can tell you that right there. He doesn't want to see it. Everybody else may, but he doesn't want to.
I think he secretly does, and that's why he's no longer watching, because he feels guilt over that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's okay. I promise you, it's fine. No one here is going to hell. It's fine. It's all good. We're all good. God loves everybody. God loves us all. It's all good. And with that, we hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Bye.
Bye, guys.